Okay, you guys, I am going to show you something. So this is you. This is your baseline. Here's your little feet. Here's your little arms and your little head. Okay, and then you have this like bubble of protection, which is your energetic field, your Taurus field, which should span about 9 feet out when it's fully intact and fully doing well. Okay, so then outside of your bubble, you will interact with, let's say, 100 different people a day. Okay, so here's a person over here in their bubble, here's a person over here. They're all over in their own little bubbles. Okay, so now while you're out and about and you're doing your day and you are seeing all these people living their lives, you now get a choice to interact with whomever you would want to interact with. So say you see this person over here and you're like, well, that's sort of my vibe, I'm not resonating with it. Okay, good, fine. So what you need to do is you need to send love to that person for just even observing them for a few seconds. Okay, you say, I send you love, and then you just move on. Now that person becomes obsolete. Their energetic field never interacted with yours, so it didn't do anything for you. It didn't hurt you, it didn't hinder you, it didn't help you. It just was an observational choice. So then you see somebody over here and you're like, yes, that's my vibe. It's positive energy. I love what they're doing. I love that I can teach off of them. So now it becomes a part of your energy just by your observation to it in a positive way, and you're really resonating with it. Then you can take it one step forward. Say they have a social media platform and you see something that they post. Then you're like, oh my gosh, I love this post. Now let me comment underneath. By commenting something underneath someone's post, that's telling the universe, now you're fully engaged. You weren't just engaged with your emotions, you are fully engaged, and now it's going to start showing up even more in your life. So it's going to be like ×2 now. So you're going to start seeing that person more. You're still going to start resonating with what they're teaching. You're going to start seeing it in your life, even if it's like an advertisement, such as a car that you see, this new car that comes out. Now in your daily life, you're going to see that car. So let's say this is a red car. Okay, so you're out and about driving, you're going to see that make and model of that red car everywhere you go because you brought it into your life. Okay, so now let's also look at emotions. So over here, you didn't really have any emotions to it. You had no ties to it. You were able to let it go with observing it with no emotions. Over here, you observed it with emotion. So that brought it to you. If you can observe something without any emotions, that's just observing and choosing from your gallery, choosing from your little sky mall. When you have these magazines that you can flip through and you choose what to buy and what to purchase, that's kind of what this is. You are interacting with all these different realms. Now you want to look at it as this person is their own earth. This person is their own earth because they really are, building the energy for their own reality, which makes them their own earth. Okay, so now you have, say this person starts resonating with this person, and then this person starts resonating with this person, and then you guys are all collectively on the same frequency but still living opposite lives. So now you have a collective senses, and that's where we have our collective senses regarding politics or what is going on with certain things in the world. Okay, because we have a bigger collective energy regarding these things. So say we have environmentalists, we have the political arena, we have just certain different aspects of certain different things. And now you can choose to say, I'm going to stick with this senses of people who are on the same kind of frequency, or I can completely switch all that and go to a whole different earth. And that's what you're doing every day. Every single day, you're picking and choosing what kind of frequency you want to emit. And also, when you know who you are, when you know what you're putting out there. So if you're putting out positive energy out into the world, you're putting out positive posts, you're putting out kindness and compassion, that is what your frequency is putting off, and that's going to attract people to you. Okay, so it's all about frequencies and observation. So someone can come to your page because they're feeling that vibrational frequency, and then they are going to be learning from you by what you put out there. So you guys, you do not have to participate in everybody else's world. You only have to participate with what calls to you and what resonates with you. So if you see somebody out there saying, well, all these different things are going on all around the world, don't you care? Well, I care to a point of compassion and love for all people, but I'm not going to mess up my energetic field by participating in something that does not resonate with me. Religion does that a lot. So say that you see Christians out here, and these Christians are promoting one thing, and they're like, well, if you don't agree with us, then, you're sinning or you're wrong. No, it just doesn't resonate with me. I'm not saying that your values of religion isn't great for you, but it's not right for me, and I'm not going to participate in that because it's not my journey. But I'm going to send you love for your journey and who you are and what you want. And if religion is the way for you, then good, that is your path. But it is not for me, and we should not be forcing certain things and certain ideologies and certain things on anybody else except for what is resonating with them. Okay, so don't be so hard on yourself because you are not being a part of everybody else's world. That can become stressful, and you find yourself wondering, how can I help everyone in the world? You can't. You cannot help every single soul in the world. You can just do your best by living your best life, by putting out positive energy, moving with compassion and kindness, and really being that person you want to embody. And then they can all learn from your from who you are, from your teachings, from who your essence are, and then they can go out and promote what they've learned, and then it's like a ripple effect of kindness and love, and then that heals the earth, that heals different timelines, that creates a whole nother realm of goodness. Okay, eventually it's going to get to the point where we're not seeing every single spectrum of every little thing on earth. Right now we're seeing a lot of it because we are at the point of choosing, where everyone gets to choose what to interact with, everyone gets to choose what soul contract they want to have with moving forward. It's at a point of choosing what frequency vibes with you most and where you want to go from here. But once we get to the point of complete separation, there is going to be a completely new earth of just love and kindness and compassion, and an old earth, an earth of, politics and whatever else. It's literally going to split in half when it gets to that point, and you're going to be on an earth of kindness and compassion, and you're not going to have to worry about animal slaughter or murder or stealing or theft or false agenda, propaganda that's bringing fear-based things, because you're going to be living in an earth of kindness and compassion, because that's where your heart resonates, and that's what you're doing more of. You're out there literally participating with these kind of things, which is going to bring you up to this new earth realm. And you have to really protect your boundaries and really protect your energy. Don't feel bad about saying that this person is not resonating with me, and that's okay. I'm going to move forward. Or what I used to follow on social media, I no longer want to follow because it's just not, it's not benefiting me any. It's not serving my heart any good. It's not serving my creation any good. Again, when you break away from certain aspects of learning, from what you used to learn, you send them away with love. When you send somebody away with love, you are blessing their journey with no judgment, allowing them to continue to do whatever it is that they want to do, because their journey is separate from yours. And then you can kind of move forward with your soul growth. Okay, so you don't have to participate in all of these other realities unless you choose to. You know how they say you are not the center of your universe? Yes, you are. You are the center of your universe, because you are creating the reality around you regarding your holographic image. Again, you want to make this Taurus field around you strong and full of love. And that's where, like, say if there's a little hole here in your Taurus field because of cords that need to be cut or things you're holding on to, things that no longer serve you, judgment, ego, you're participating in blood rituals, all these different things that can kind of bring your Taurus field down, you want to kind of get rid of. And you can know this by your emotions, you guys. I tell you this all the time. Your emotions are your GPS. If you are participating in something that feels bad to you, stop doing it. Why are you still doing that? Why are you waking up and turning on the exact same thing? Why are you waking up and eating the exact same thing? Why are you doing the repeat cycle of things that make you feel bad? You have to choose that you want a better life, a better realm, a better heart, a better aspect of your life here in this realm. You get to choose. No one is saying, hey, this is what you have to watch. This is what you have to participate in. You have the option of turning everything off if you want to and just going outside and vibing with Mother Earth. It's all a choice, man. It really is. And each and every one of you are you guys are all so worthy. I don't think you guys realize how worthy you are and how loved you are. You are so loved that you have so much freedom that you can choose bondage if you want to. You can choose to shut the world off if you want to. Or you can choose love and compassion. It's a choice. Okay? It's your belief systems. No one is forcing you to believe a certain way. It's all about retraining your mind, retraining who you want to be, and then letting that flow through to your outer realms. And then the universe is going to bring it back to you. Here, my cat, he is so mad. They both of them are injured and they can't go outside, and they're having a little heyday. Dasher here, he broke his tail. Just the tip of it is broke. And the doctor said that there's nothing they can really do about it. He will heal it on his own. I don't know how he broke it. It's just like the little tip, and it's just kind of like dangling there. So we're sending him love. But Norman, he's been through it, so he's healing. He's healing. Okay, you guys. Hopefully that helped you a little bit with my little drawings here. Remember to only observe things that bring you joy, that bring you love, that bring you excitement, that makes you feel good about getting out of the day. Something that is going to, even if it's not jumping off the wall excitement, find something that brings you calm, serenity, peace, healing, makes you smile, makes you feel good within your heart, something that makes you feel called to doing it. You know, sometimes you just want to sit back and read a book, or paint, or draw, or just sit out in the sun for a little bit. Sometimes you just want to be peaceful, or watch a good comedy on TV if that's what you know calls to you. But do things that make you feel good. You know, you have to have the awareness around you that, okay, you do get to pick these things in life. And over time, it's going to get better and better and better. But you have to start. You have to start the ripple effect. And sometimes you start doing this for 2 or 3 days and you're feeling good about this new life that you're going to be living of reprogramming your mind. And then some old energy comes through and you're like, oh, well, why am I still observing this old energy? Why is it still coming to me? That's when you say, okay, this is momentum coming in from my old timeline, because, you know, it's like a train. Once a train gets going, you're not going to be able to stop that train all of a sudden. So it's going to come into your life and you're going to be like, whoa, okay, this is old energy and I recognize this old energy and I'm going to send this old energy love, but it's not something that I want to participate anymore. I recognize what it is. I recognize it's his past, and then I'm going to turn and focus on what I've been doing, and I'm going to go right back to my, 21 days of ease, and start reprogramming myself for that. If you guys would do this for 21 days, really focus on the awareness that you're having and start changing your life around, it's going to get better and better. And then after those 21 days, this momentum is going to shift too, and you're definitely not going to see it. And then if you do it for another 21 days, then it's going to get even better. You just have to start taking these baby steps forward, and don't give up when you first start and you see this momentum of the old world, because it's going to take a little bit of time to reprogram you. That's why they put you in schooling, and they reprogram you about past and all this other things, so that they can instill it in your brain for years and years and years. This is what you have to do. This is what the government does. This is what the doctors do. This is what your parents do. Everything but what your heart wants. So you have to start retraining your heart again and retraining your life for how you want and what you see fit. And then while you're retraining your brain, you can't pass judgment on anybody else for how they are doing it and how they are living their life. Okay, because that's their journey. You say, okay, do you. I'm going to do me, and I'm going to bless you for doing you. Look at you doing your own thing. You go, girl. You go, boy. You do your thing. And then you guys can kind of live harmoniously within this spectrum of life while we are all picking and choosing prior to the earth split that's going to be coming up in the next 8 years. But, okay. I'm just going to repeat myself now. I love you guys. I think I've told you guys this a million times, this kind of analogy. But it really does does help you when you look at it like that, because everyone that I see or they message me about they're interacting with certain people and they're just not the same. Okay, so why are you interacting with them? Okay, if you don't like that person's content, or you don't like what that person's putting out, or they're not seeming very spiritual to you, or it's just something that you're pulling away from, stop watching them. Okay, you don't have to comment, you don't have to take all that energy. Quit taking on energy that's not yours. Okay, you can unfollow that button. You don't have to engage, or you can send them love and be like, okay, this post that you post may not resonate with me, but some of your other posts do. And only participate with what resonates. You don't have to comment, and you don't have to have judgment on anybody. Everyone can do their own thing, vibe their own way, have their own life, and then you can do your own thing, okay? We don't have to have control. We have to let go of the constant nag of controlling and micromanaging everything. We are not meant to micromanage anybody else's life but our own, okay? We really have to do that ego work. Ego can be good too when it's for your own highest good of what you are aspiring to be. But when your ego gets in there and you're trying to micromanage everybody else, you need to check yourself. Say, why am I being judgmental of this person? Why is this rattling me? Why is this causing me emotions to stir up? Because that could be your shadow work and not that person's work. How you feel about anybody else is not that person's problem. That's your problem. What anybody else feels about you is not your problem. That's their problem. Okay? You guys, get out there and be loving, be kind, be compassionate, be the person that you want to see in the world. And that will start attracting those people to you, those events, those circumstances, opportunities. Everything will come to you by who you are. If you truly are a kind-hearted, loving person, you will see kind-hearted, loving people around you. If you are, seeing people of hate and all that, then that means you have some work to do, that you're judging other people in your heart space. It's all a reflection. It's a big mirror, a big reflection of who you are and what you continuously observe. Okay? Love you guys.